don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hey guys, we are back for another video. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Also, if you do not have your bell notifications enabled, go ahead and hit that bell notification so you do not miss a video. And also, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So, as I stated to you guys last week with regards to the Nneka and the Dr. Wendy situation, which I originally stated I did not speak on because I was trying to really figure out what the root of the real problem was. So I didn't really want to talk about the episode until I had facts. And now that we know exactly why Dr. Wendy was actually targeted, so she was pretty much targeted from the get go. And you guys, if you watched the last episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, you would know this because it played out in real time on the television screen. If you guys recall, Nneka, who is a fellow Nigerian of Dr. Wendy, she is a new cast member on the show. But instead of coming on the show trying to meet Dr. Wendy, considering they're both Nigerian, she started with a bunch of bullshit. She started with this fake storyline, and I'm just not feeling this girl because I feel like she should have came on the show. If she had an issue with Dr. Wendy, I think they should have had a conversation, but instead, coming on the show, trying to build a relationship or, getting out what it was she had to say, she started all of these rumors when in fact she is a clout chaser for sure. Another reason why she's on the show and she wants to target Dr. Wendy is because of Gizelle. And I am sick of Gizelle. She acts like a kid that used to be bullied in school. I understand her and Dr. Wendy, had their words, but there was a point in time when Dr. Wendy actually tried to speak to her, and she was just real shady and real rude. So that's why you see the energy that Wendy gives her this season, because last season, when she tried to speak to Gizelle, she just looked at her. Gizelle acts pretty much like a Karen to me. I don't like her that much either. So let's get into this situation, which unfolded on social media. And again, we know that it was some truth to it because of what happened on the episode. So let's get into these tweets really quickly. Okay, guys, so let's get into these tweets. So this was posted immediately following the show. So this is what Dr. Wendy or Wendy stated. Sigh, I have really been minding my business this season and not reacting, tweeting about Real Housewives of Potomac, but this narrative is getting malicious. You say you don't know me, but a year and a half ago, before we started filming, you kept pressing. Oh boy, Lebby. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, to ask me to have dinner with you. Now, Lebby is the person in this text. Now, this is what she tweeted. I'm sorry. This is what she texted to Wendy. Hey, love. This was on March 19th, 2022. It looks like Dr. Wendy responded back the same day. Hey, love, how are you? And then Lebby stated, I'm good, darling. How does your schedule look? I love to get together for brunch or dinner. My in law just moved here from LA, and Bravo's production team has approached her about coming on to the show. So Lebe is trying to get together a dinner with Dr. Wendy, and bringing on Nneka. Okay, so follow me. So Dr. Wendy did not reply for, it looks like, 10 days. And I hope you guys can see it. It looks like on March 29th, Dr. Wendy said, hey, twin, my schedule is nutty. Just let me know some days you're available. Now let's get more into this message. And Dr. Wendy later says on Twitter, you say you don't know me, but in this episode, you talk about my daughter's sip and see from 2019, an event that happened 4 years before you joined the show. So tell me, love, how do you know details from the party if you don't know who threw the party? So whoever this, I'm sorry, not, I don't know why I'm saying whoever this. So it looks like Nneka knew who Dr. Wendy was. And judging from their messages, Dr. Wendy may not have knew Nneka personally, but just like she stated, she knew of her. So this is the back and forth between Dr. Wendy and Nneka. Let's go into the third message. Then Dr. Wendy says, after the drama at Ashley's event, I came up to you and gave you my number because I felt like you were trying, because I felt like they, meaning Giselle, meaning Ashley, meaning Robin, were trying to pit us against each other. You could have called or texted me if you really had an issue, but you went to lunch with Robin instead and decided to gossip. So if you guys don't already know, Giselle tries to run this show, although she has no storyline, and the only thing she does every season is meddle in everyone's business. So what Dr. Wendy is saying, that when Nneka came on the show, she felt like they, meaning Giselle, Robin, and Messy Ashley, were trying to pit Nneka against Dr. Wendy, which of course she fell for it, because Nneka is upset because Dr. Wendy did not bring her on as a friend of the show. So instead, they allowed Ashley to do it because Dr. Wendy just turned it down. Again, as I stated last on the video I did a few days ago, when girls come on the show, they almost always introduce them as a friend of, which potentially at sometimes become a problem because you'll see those so-called friends fall out. And that is because they were really never friends in the beginning. So let's get more into this message. Now, Dr. Wendy says, and yes, my sister and your cousin in law did have a falling out. One of the many reasons being Lebe was name dropping me, calling me her cousin to get a BBL. The whole squad is full of clout chasers. So this is another some more messages that Dr. Wendy released, and this is from Lebe, who's supposed to be a, I believe, a cousin to Nneka. So this is a message that Lebe sent Dr. Wendy on August 25th, 2022. Hey, 20, I need a favor. I'm trying to get a BBL. I know you posted the doctor you used, but wasn't sure if you had an in with him. So she's looking for an in, meaning a lot of times when people get cosmetic surgery, they can like refer a friend, family, and they'll get them immediately in. So she's looking for an in. She said his schedule is booked until next year. I know surgeons can do add-ons if they know you. Can you or your assistant please request if they can squeeze me in? I'm throwing Sam a party in February next year, and I need my body to be snatched. So again, she's reaching out to Dr. Wendy. She's trying to get resources. Hey, I need, to get, what's that girl name? Nneka is, wanting to get on Bravo. Can you have lunch with us? And by the way, I'm looking to get a BBL. What doctor did you use? I know y'all know friends like that. Well, I shouldn't even say friends. I know you guys know people like that. They hit you up when they need something. So Dr. Wendy didn't even respond to this lady. Then she texted again and said, I already alerted his practice. Now keep in mind, Dr. Wendy didn't even respond to this lady. Okay. And she looks like she just responded to herself. I already alerted his practice that I would ask my friend to assist, and they said it's between my friend, you, and the manager to get me in. So she's trying to get herself in. Again, Dr. Wendy at this point is not even responding to this lady. Okay, so keep in mind this was August 25th, 2022. Dr. Wendy did not respond. Now, September 23rd, 2022, which is almost a month later, she says, "Hey, boo, I know you're extremely busy, but I couldn't resist and had to lobby for an appointment with your doctor by name dropping. So, yeah, my appointment got moved up to December." So she used Dr. Wendy's name and obviously didn't even ask for her permission. Anywho, I ordered your book. Good job, 20. Keep making Team Wendy proud. So this is the thing. I get it. She said that they're clout chasers. Okay, it's starting to sound like a clout chasing situation. And then Dr. Wendy, who didn't even respond to any of the last two messages, said, "Oh, really? Send me a screenshot of your book order." So that kind of concludes the messages that Dr. Wendy released. Keep in mind, she's drawing the picture of, yes, you were trying to reach out to me. You were trying to get on the show. I did not respond to your request. Now, this brings me to my final thought here. With all the information that has been released, with the text messages that I have provided, and also if you guys had the opportunity to watch this episode, which came on this past Sunday, then you would know exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm just speaking of actually what actually occurred on the episode. And that was season 8, episode 5. Well, I'm sorry. Let me take it back. What I just showed you were the tweets that were tweeted after the show. So if you have not watched the show, you're probably like, okay, what is she talking about? We know that Nneka came on the show basically making it seem like Dr. Wendy was after her, when all along she's mad because Dr. Wendy would not bring her on as a friend of the show, which is Dr. Wendy's prerogative. If she doesn't want to be affiliated with certain people because maybe she feels like the relationship is not there, I'm not sure why this girl Nneka is attacking her for just making a choice. I mean, Dr. Wendy has showed the messages where they are constantly reaching out to her. Who did her cousin? Who did your body? Can you get me on Bravo? It's too much. Like, it's giving very much thirsty. It doesn't even seem like these people are her friends. These are people that she may know through some other people. For the Nneka girl, it seems like she know of her. They don't know each other. So what Nneka tried to do is use the situation to get herself on the show. So she was able to get on the show, but I'm with Dr. Wendy. I'm not co-signing everybody. If I don't know you like that, go and ask somebody else. I am definitely willing to help people, but when it, includes my name and me putting my name on the line, I don't like to do that, especially for a person that I don't even know. So you guys let me know what y'all think. I want to know what you all think in the comments. What do you think the situation is? Do you feel like Dr. Wendy, I don't know if I want to say, do you feel like Dr. Wendy knew this lady? Because she knew her, she just didn't know her. She knew of her. She just didn't know her. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Sorry about that.